Happy Tuesday. We are back out at the job site, i.e. the new shop location. Well, not new, but the new shop location. Today we're going to start doing trusses. We're going to start putting them together. But first, because I don't want to set myself up for failure, I need to rip myself some individual slats for the opposite side of the truss with the plywood, because the mend plates were only going to go on the side that is facing the actual T111 siding, so it's flat and I don't have to worry about it getting pushed out by the plywood being exposed on the opposite side. On the inside, plywood can be there, doesn't matter, no big deal. Shouldn't take too long. I'll put the time lapse on. We'll rip down a sheet of plywood. That should make more than enough pieces for me to work with, and then we're gonna fire up the air compressor, grab the hammer, the 5-pound dead blow for the mend plates so I don't bend the tines and I can control what I'm doing. And we're going to start putting some trusses together today. Today's goal is to get the 2 gable ends done at a minimum. If I get anything else done after that, that's bonus material. So let's do it. Well, I severely overestimated my ability to swing a 5-pound dead blow hammer today, but I'm gonna have blisters on both hands. But as you can see, I got a truss upright because all the sides that are flat here with the mend plates is done for both trusses. What I have to do is stand it up now, turn it around, and do all the other side with the wood gussets that I've made. But I am just done. It's 6:30. I need to eat. Being on the cut that I'm on severely depletes my energy levels. But I'm not mad. Like I said, I severely overestimated my ability to swing that big ass dead blow to do all these trusses. So they're solid, they're good, you know, but I'm gonna lay them down just so I don't have any oopsies overnight with critters coming and running through here. But yeah, the gable ends are 50% complete. I can't be mad at that. So there's progress for today. Tuesday's done. Let me pick up my toys, go eat dinner, take a shower, and go to bed. I don't even think I'm gonna help do chores tonight because I'm so tired. Yeah, there's gonna be a good blister there and right there. Oofta, my office hands. Good afternoon. It is hump day, 4:15 in the afternoon, and today we're going to start doing the wooden gussets on everything. We're going to finish the 2 gable ends with the nailer, and then we're going to start building the actual 14 trusses that go in between. So we're going to get the 2 gable ends done, set them off to the side, because of course we're going to want those first when we go to put everything up, and then we'll build the 14, stack them off to the side over there probably, so they're easy accessible to get up into the building and on top. But yeah, so we got some prep to do. We got to get the hoses run for the air compressor, get the box of nails over here, flip these over and all that. We'll get the time lapse rolling. But yeah, Nothing to it but to do it, huh? So let's go. Welcome back. It is the 6 o'clock on Wednesday night. The 2 gable end trusses are completely done, and I have 2 internal trusses that are done. So now I figured out my program, my setup, and how everything works and how it's going to flow. I can start knocking these things out. So only had 1 jam in the nail gun the entire time, which is awesome. Yeah, everything's coming together. They're all 56 inches tall in the center like they're supposed to be. Everything's sturdy and hanging tight like I wanted it to. So just 12 more trusses to go, and we can start framing the actual building. So yeah, I'm good with the progress. It's time to go inside, get some food, drink some water, come out, do chores, take a shower, go to bed, and get up and get ready to go to work. So I gotta clean up all my toys, and we're gonna go do that. So yeah, on to the next day. Let's go. Good evening. It is Thursday night, Friday Eve. It's almost 5 o'clock, a little bit of a late start today, but that's all right. I don't have to go into work tomorrow, so I'm just gonna run errands in the morning and I can get right back out here so I can stay a little bit later tonight and do some more work. 2 gable ends are done, or 2 gable ends are done, 2 trusses are done. So today we're just gonna continue ripping on through, making more trusses. I wanna try and get at least 2 more done tonight, if not more. So we're gonna do that. Hope everybody's having a great Thursday so far. I'm just glad that this is like the start of my weekend, so to speak. So now I can really start turning and burning here. And yeah, nothing to it but to do it. So let's go. Good evening. Time's up. It's 6:45. I'm calling it because you can see behind me, there's a nice stack of trusses there. There was 2 when I started. Now there are 6. So that's 4 trusses done in about an hour and 45 minutes, give or take. So not mad at that. That's good progress for the day. They are heavy. That's for damn sure. They're probably average about 80 pounds a piece, if not more. So it'll be interesting when it comes time to actually put them up in the structure. But we'll get to that. One way or another, it's going to go up, so I'm not worried. But yeah, that's Thursday night. I'm going to go put all my toys away, eat some dinner, probably come out and do chores with everybody, and then take a shower, put my feet up for a bit, and then get up tomorrow and do it all over again because I have tomorrow off. But I've got to go to the store, run some errands first, and then come home, and then come out here and fiddle far around. But yeah, progress. We're making it. Good afternoon. It's 3 o'clock on Friday. I did take the day off from work, but we had a lot of errands to run, the usual Friday stuff. Had to go to the store, had to go to Tractor Supply, got some new pants, had to do some fence repair because on Sunday, we are going to be getting sheep. And we had to get the pen ready for them. Stuff that needed to be done, I just hadn't done it yet. But we are going to continue working on trusses. I've got 8 more to build, and then we'll be done with trusses. It'll be time to frame. My goal today is to get at least 4 more done before the sun goes down, because I don't have to go to work tomorrow, or Sunday, or Monday. So we got time. But I do intend on working Saturday, Sunday night. I'll download all the video footage, all the GoPro footage, put it all together. So Sunday there's a video showing all the updates and progress. And yeah, I'll break out the camera and we'll check out the sheep when they get here on Sunday. Now, before anybody gets their hopes up, they're not young, they're not new. They are older sheep as far as we know. They're on a property that's being sold and they didn't know what to do with them, extended family members, so we decided that we would take them. So we have no idea what kind of condition they are in. Hopefully they're healthy. If not, we will do everything we can, of course, to bring them back to good health. And then hopefully they will prosper. But we've never had sheep, so it'll be a learning thing. All we know is that they can't eat the same things that goats do as far as minerals go. But yeah, so let's get after it, eh? Okay, so it's 5:45 Friday night. I'm done. I have done a lot more than I expected. I only expected to do a couple, but there's only 3 trusses left to be built. And there's 11 trusses sitting there. So I got 5 done. In the time frame, I only wanted to do 4. So I am not upset. And yeah, my back started acting up. The sciatic started giving me doo-doo. So when it starts doing that, it's time to call it quits. You never push it. You know, that back surgery was only a year ago, but I still don't think I should tempt fate, because I don't want to have back surgery again and be put up like I was. Because just not being able to work out in my gym space is absolute torture. So I don't want to screw that up. When you get this whole thing done, get this thing built, it's going to be awesome again. I can't wait. I'm chomping at the bit, really. But tomorrow, get these last 3 done, and it's on to starting to frame. We'll start with this far wall here and work our way this way, because this is going to be the easiest wall, and then these back walls will be real easy because there's no doors or windows on them. This wall here has a door, a garage door, a 9x7. This has a man door on this wall, and then this wall here will have a 9x7 garage door, and there will be a wall in the middle of the building splitting the 2 halves, so the gym will be on this side and the shop end will be on this side, because that way I can pull the truck up, park in front of the shop, unload any materials that I have right there, open the garage door, and just go to town. And we'll put one of these tented buildings with metal siding all the way around it and turn it into the metal fab area, so it's all metal and we're not working in a wood building with metalworking welding stuff. So plans within plans. I can't wait. I am super duper excited. But 3 more trusses, that's all we got to do, and then it's on to pulling out the 2x6s and doing layout like construction like stuff. Oh, hope everybody has a great Friday. Go in, take this stuff off the card, get everything ready to go. So tomorrow he's got fresh cards, fresh batteries, everything's charged, ready to rock and roll, and we'll get back at it. Let's do that. Gonna record my intro for today's work. 3, 2, what?
1.
Now I gotta start over, ass. I was like, what are you talking about? 3, 2, 1. Okay, since I got the fucking peanut gallery out here. God damn it. Odin, the fuck? 3, 2, 1. Oh, you didn't do it this time. I'm gonna leave this in just because you're in the background being an ass. 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's Saturday. It's 1:20 in the afternoon. All my chores are done. Laundry's done. Chicken's being marinated for meal prep for tomorrow. We got 3 trusses left to knock out. Once these 3 trusses get knocked out, I can go ahead and start snapping lines and getting everything ready to start building inside the pad. We're going to start on the easy walls, which is going to be the north facing wall because there's no windows, and the west facing walls because there's no windows. This one, like I said before, has a door. This one has a door. That one has a door. So, and then of course the middle wall will be the last thing we put up, and that'll actually pull everything together and make it nice and tight. And yeah, it's hot. It's supposed to be in the 90s today. Is it still? Or did they change that? Because the weather guessers change it as soon as I look at it. 84. See, I lied. So it's hot. I got water. Stay hydrated. So let's get after it. Yay. So I brought you back for a brief intermission because check this out. 2 gable ends, 14 trusses, and the pad is empty. Which means it is time to start chalk lining and preparing for walls. So today, the only thing goal-wise is to get the north wall done as far as chalk lined, ready to go, so I know where it's going to be placed. It is going to be offset, so when you see me start building the building, there will be a 8 to 12 inch offset from the end of the pad, because the pad's 31 feet versus the building being 30 feet. And the electrical is going to be on this side, so I need to make sure that the closest wall to the electrical is right on the edge of the pad to ease of installation. So, but yeah, trusses are done, walls are next. Let's go. is 4:45. I'm done. I'm out of gas. I'm out of water. I'm just baked. My math is on point though still, thankfully. As you can see behind me, all the trusses are done. 14 internal trusses, 2 gable end trusses, and the coup de grace for today, I have a wall. It is 18 feet long by 9 feet tall, made of 2x6, and it weighs as much as it looks like. I can get it off the ground, but I cannot deadlift it, overhead press, clean jerk it up. So definitely gonna need some help when it comes time to erect said wall. But so far my math is working. I didn't even screw up any boards. So that is good to know. Next wall I'm gonna do is the back wall that butts up to this so I can get a right angle. But tomorrow is a day off to put all this footage together, meal prep, and just put my feet up for the day. Monday, on the other hand, since I have it off, I'm going to try and get that back wall done so I have 2 walls ready to go. Yeah. And I might even do this wall here so I have a whole section done so we can get this up. However, I do that and then build the other side, do the same thing, and then do the middle wall and then start bringing the trusses in. We'll see how that all works out. Don't hold your breath. Things may change. But yeah, I mean, what's wrong with that? I got a wall. All right, so I'm gonna go download all the footage from the cards, put everything together, start editing the time lapses because I gotta do that in a different program and then bring it into the editing software and then put some background music to it. So tomorrow I can upload everything and y'all can enjoy the haberdashery of progress that I have made. Hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. Have a great Memorial Day weekend for those of you that are celebrating. Remember why we're celebrating it. Okay? So take a moment to remember the fallen. I've got plenty of brothers and sisters that didn't come home when I was in the service, as I'm sure many of you all do as well, for those of you veterans that watch. But make sure we take the time to honor those. And with that, we'll see you next time.